I might do strikes again.
Uncle Neely.
Sure.
Oh man, it'd be hard. Yeah.
College Park, Georgia.
What do we do it for, yeah?
Jim D, I might do, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
Figure this out. Like, help me out. I'm trying to understand, dudes, what the hell is going on? So that's the name of this partnership. You tell me. You tell me. You tell me. You tell me. Let's get it. Tuesday Night Live. Y'all know
You tell
me. Hold now.
Oh now.
You tell me. Yeah.
What we doing?
You tell me. Had checking in from all over the globe. Oh now Memphis. I see your Portia Whitebed Harris. You tell me. Y'all always remember to drop where you're coming in from. Baton Rouge in the house of Aretha Burton with them homemade biscuits. Civil rights leader Aretha Burton. She got hey Deuce, we told Aretha Burton she got a civil rights leader name.
Oh my
and then you got a strong name like Aretha Burton. You got to be the cook or lead a protest.
Amen. Shout out to Aretha, man. She don't play around either.
You ain't lying. Oh, shout out to the sound man. Damn, sound man. Man. Let me make a notation for a raise for the sound man. 0 + 0 equals.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, y'all know what it is. It is Tuesday night. That can only mean one thing. It's time for You Tell Me. When we can't figure something out, we just ask each other, dog, you tell me. It's your man, Dukes the Scoop, with Uncle Neely, coming to you live on the Pregame Network, produced by Big Dog Chico, BDC. In the background, Keisha Love, good evening to you too as well, Deborah Garcia. We see y'all checking on in. Dukes, how's your week going, brother? How you feeling?
It's going good, man. Shoot, man, been out back on the field, so all this pollen and stuff in Georgia got me messed up. But shoot, man, I'm gonna thug it out, man. Wouldn't mind being back in Miami, but it's all good.
Oh, you how'd the Benadryl?
Oh yeah. But, I'm geeked on the Benadryl. That's what I got.
Yeah, you might see spaceships on Bankhead.
Man, what? Took 50 milligrams of these things. Might take one more. We'll see.
You geeked up.
Yeah, I might sleep till Thursday now.
Hey, man, that pollen ain't no joke in the South, man.
Man, what? Man, like it's like really, you can really cut it. It gets that thick.
Man, I'm gonna be back home Sunday. I mean, my car been out in it for 4 weeks. I know it's green.
Oh man, you already know it. Like that yeah, it's different. I'm pretty sure it's about like it is in Georgia down there in Mississippi too.
Oh, absolutely. Y'all continue to check on in. We're coming to you live from the Pregame Network with You Tell Me on Tuesday nights with Dukes the Scoop and your man Uncle Neely. Hey, Dukes, let's just go ahead and hit it. You always close it out, so I'll start it up. Man, folks is in their feelings, dog.
Man.
There's a lot of folks that, hey, man, they like, what the world? I understand Travis, but I don't understand too. You tell me, Deuce, Colorado Buffaloes football has announced at the spring game they will be officially retiring number 2 and number 12. They got the scaffolds up this week, embedding their names into the stadium forever. You tell me, is folks tripping or what, man?
Yeah, man. I mean, of everything to talk about in the world, you talk about this. Like, I ain't like, it's so much more that people can be talking about besides this. And I get it. Of course, people don't do things without this is something that should be talked about. But in the way that people are talking about it, I just don't agree with that. First and foremost, I'm just keeping a buck with you. Man, in my house, my son ball like that, right now, Cam jersey on the wall from one season of 5th grade football. I couldn't imagine if my son was was the NCAA record holder for completion percentage. My son also won the quarterback of the year award. My son also took a team that was 1-11 and got them to 9 wins in 2 years in a program that was moribund. Yeah, I'm glad. And a program that hadn't had these type of heights in a long time. And what about the beating that he took in the face of this defeat, in the face of taking this program to another level? So yeah, man, shoot, folk, man. But you know what? It's a slow season right now. So of course, so why wouldn't you want to hit the cash cow? So that's all it is, man. A little bit of hate, same thing to go along with it on the back of their jersey. So I ain't tripping, man. But man, you tell me what's their problem.
Oh man, you know me, Dukes. I love to hate and I love to reverse engineer things. So let's reverse engineer this thing. Starting with Travis Hunter, who seemingly no one has a problem with his jersey being retired from Colorado.
Right.
Travis Hunter, Heisman Trophy winner. Now, this is you tell me, you done flipped it back to me, but I got a couple questions for you as I make my point.
Okay.
Travis Hunter won the Heisman, correct?
Correct.
In your opinion, and chat, y'all let me know too, if Travis Hunter is not playing both sides of the ball at Colorado last season, does he win the Heisman?
I don't think so.
I don't either. I think if he's just cornerback or just a receiver, he doesn't win the Heisman. Right. So because it took both parts for him to win the Heisman, and 50% of that part was receiver, and 100% of those receptions came from a quarterback. Oh, put the thumbnail right there. Put the thumbnail right there now.
Right.
Then let's look at this quarterback. Highest completion percentage in NCAA history, not for a season, in the totality of his career. No one in the history of track and stats has had a higher completion percentage than Shedeur Sanders has.
Right.
The only, and we talking, man, you had Joel Klatt, you had a Detmer, you had Cordell Stewart, but this is the only Golden Arms Johnny Unitas Award winner quarterback of the year in Colorado history.
Mm-hmm.
I would say to you, if not him, who? And I hear you on Cam's jersey being on the wall at your crib, but based on what I see around the building, this didn't have nothing to do with Coach Pryor. Like, this wasn't his decision.
Right. Yeah,
so
I mean,
number 12 getting retired. Like, I don't know how you do 12 and don't do 2. Now, I will say this feels different because a lot of times people have to wait on their flowers. Like, they come back 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years later and this happens for them. And that's the part I disagree with, because I say to anybody out there that's owed something, that's justified something, that has inherited something, that has gained something with merit, whatever the case may be, if I owe it to you on Tuesday, why the hell I'm waiting to Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've acknowledged that you deserve this. Why I'm gonna say, oh, let's bring them back in 5 years and do it then? Like, no, these dudes have done this in the here and now. They've earned this recognition in the here and now. I couldn't be prouder, of them and their accomplishments. I say damn right they deserve to have their jersey retired. And I can't think of, in the past 30 years of Colorado football, I can't think of 2 more deserving.
No, I think where they are right now is where they're supposed to go. And like I said, man, like, you just don't look at the accomplishments of a quarterback like Shedeur. Now, I would say this. The impact that they had on that university clearly shows, because it ain't just, like you said, like, and, I made a tongue-in-cheek joke as far as just like, I wouldn't be mad if like, okay, put it like this. Yeah, I want to talk true nepotism. Okay, because that's what we get into. That's what we're talking about. The whole issue ain't got nothing to do with Shedeur. It got everything to do with Coach Prime.
Absolutely.
Because they're saying that, you're only there. It's the same thing as Bronny, basically. They're saying you're getting this position because of your dad. But, man, look at the resume. You know what I mean? Like, when you really go look at the resume of what Shedeur brought to that university, and they're saying, oh, okay, 4th all-time passing. I think he's 4th, or is he 5th? In 2 years.
Yeah.
In 2 years. Hold on, hold on. Let me just be sure. Hold on. Look, I got this right here. Hold on 1 second.
Take your time. This is our show.
I got it right here. Boom. Because I looked this up earlier just so I'll be ready. Okay, cool. He is 5th. These are your guys. Sefo Liafo, I think, if I'm pronouncing that right.
Sefo, something like that. Go ahead.
Yep, Sefo. 1, 2, 3, 4 years. 2, Steven Montez. 1, 2, 3, 4 years. Cody Hawkins. 1, 2, 3, 4 years. Joe Klatt. 1, 2, 3, 4 years. Shedeur Sanders. 7,300 yards in 2 seasons. Legendary. 2 seasons. So we're talking about if he would have played 4, he was on pace to break the passing record at Colorado by 5,000 yards. That's the pace that he was on. A whole season worth of basically, it's like it would have took anybody else on the same trajectory 5 to 6 seasons to be even close to Shedeur Sanders. And that's what the numbers say. So we can talk about, what Deion rolled. Look, and if it was me, and I know this ain't how Coach Prime says, and I know this ain't what Coach Prime would say. But if it was me, yeah, you damn right. Yep. Mm-hmm. Like, because at the end of the day, you don't get this type of performance without me. You need to understand, too. You don't get the 5th all-time leading passer in Colorado history. He only took 2 seasons to do it. The Johnny Unitas winner and these 9 wins that he helped bring, you don't get that without me. So I would be unapologetic about it. But at the end of the day, with Shedeur's resume, you don't have to, you can't, he doesn't have to lean into that. But that's one of them things, like, man, who you talking to?
Yeah. First and foremost, who you talking to? And what you talking for, and then what you talking about. Because one of the things about these two brothers, let's go back a little further. Let's go back to Jack State.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Prime is that dude. Do not get me wrong.
For sure.
And Travis Hunter came to Jack State for Coach Prime. But let me tell you this. Travis Hunter don't come to Jackson State or Shedeur ain't there.
Okay.
Coach Prime comes to see you.
Right.
Travis Hunter comes to see you. Travis Hunter don't come if Shedeur don't come.
Right.
He ain't lying.
Them dudes have been joined at the hip since they've been doing this thing in college. A lot of their records and success is codependent, attached, verified, uplifted, stamped and approved because of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And everything you have spoken on and everything that I've spoken on and everything that people in the chat, how you do one and not the other.
Right.
Whichever one is, like how you do one and not the other.
Right.
And again, I know, man, that people, typically got gray hair like this and they standing at the 50-yard line and seeing their name go up in lights. Why are we waiting so long to give people their flowers, man? What is this love that's yet encased in hate that we don't want to give people what we owe them right now?
Right.
Like these dudes' records at Colorado, what they've done to advance Colorado football, what they have accomplished here is not going to be added to 8 years from now, 10 years from now. It is what it is now. They're done.
Right.
So if it's worthy of it today and it's worthy of it 8 years from now, why are we going to wait 8 years, man? Get them dudes their flowers now, man. Put their names up.
Man, I think so. And then, too, I think that now with the season that they had, right, how does this look to younger players where they say, you know what, you go to Colorado, you're going to be recognized, you're going to be treated how you're supposed to be treated. Mm-hmm. And you're gonna be able to smell the flowers, not just, and it won't be generations after, and it won't be when you limp into the 50-yard line because you're old, as you know what. It's going to be because while you're still active and while the impact that you left, you can still see the impact.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, let me tell you this, and I don't know this to be factual. Chico's in the back. He can find it out. But I'm willing to bet you that Rashawn Salam's name, who's up there, got added after his death.
That would be a good one to see.
He won the Heisman there just like Travis did, but I bet you he didn't get his name up there till after he died.
Yeah, I can see that.
I know by the time he went to the college Hall of Fame, it was posthumously, big word, Chico. I know that. I bet you that was the case.
It means
Man,
after he
give
died.
folks. Well, I hear that. I thought Chico had said something.
Yeah, I think he had put like a effect in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Sound Man, you back on pay cut now. I just think, man, that this is deserving. I don't have an issue with it. I think it's a non-issue. And then for the people that's making it an issue, like if you're not CU affiliated, like directly affiliated, what dog you got to fight? Because let me tell you this: if Miami was to announce tomorrow they're retiring Cam Ward jersey, I wouldn't have no opinions on it whatsoever. I don't, you know. I'm like, okay, so congrats, good job. I sure wouldn't be out there speaking against it and saying it's unworthy. If the people in Miami value Cam Ward's what he did with that program this past year, his totality to do it, hats off to him. Same thing with Colorado.
Yeah, straight up. That's how I feel about it. And I ain't going back and forth on that one. Like I said, I would be unapologetic. Man, please. What? Who you talking to? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Right. What? I thought a broken said something. I think Chico added a scroll across the bottom about Rashad Salam. Appreciate that, Chico. Let that scroll on by one more time. Dukes, the scoop, it is on you, my brother.
Man, let's go. Uncle Neely, you tell me, how important would a transfer portal be, whether addition or subtraction, be for the Colorado Buffaloes this spring?
Scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah, however you want to do it.
Scale of 1 to 10, a 13. Because I'm gonna tell you why. We got everything that we need to be successful. And let me define success. Let me rewind it. Last year's success was getting Miss Peggy to a bowl game. Check. This year's success is defined as winning the Big 12 championship. That means not only getting there, but winning it. I believe we have enough in this locker room right now to compete and get there. But man, sometimes Deuce Scoop, you just need a little more. You just need a little more. And one or two depths at D line, one or two more at O line, one or two more. You just brought in a receiver, but one or two more, say in the safety of the corner, because those are positions where you get injuries throughout the season. And when you could get to November, and at least on a talent level, be just as good as you are in September, because a guy may be out. Like I think those are the little pieces, that are missing, and so those pieces are going to come via the portal. You're clearly going to have some exit, but one thing I've seen with organizations managed by Deion Sanders is that the entry always adds more weight than the exit took away. And so I'm looking forward. The portal officially opens tomorrow for about 10 days. We'll see what happens over those 10 days, but I think we are built to win right now. We have what we need right now, but I think those 1 or 2, 4 or 5 that's going to come in through the portal, I think are going to be just what we need to fulfill the mission. And that is to not just go to the Big 12 championship, but to win it. You tell me.
Yeah, I think Colorado has their eyes set on winning the Big 12. And I think positioning group, they want to have the best roster. And not just the best roster as far as what other people think, but can they go into every game feeling like, all we got to do is coach. Like we don't have to get a supernatural performance from anybody, because the sum of the whole is so great that if we do what we're supposed to do and do what we're taught, we should win. And I think that's what they're going to build. And they're not doing it just by throwing a bunch of money at people. And listen, last 2 days, my phone been going crazy. Transfer portal and guys looking for new schools and schools looking for guys. And, I'm hearing the chatter, and I'm hearing where people view Colorado as a destination. And it sounds totally different than what I heard 2 years ago. Now Colorado is one of those places where it's like, you know what? We've seen what they could do. We've seen the roster that they've built, and it's becoming one of those destination locations. So I think that Colorado is going to add more. Like you said, I can see a couple of safety. I can see a couple of defensive backs.
Mm-hmm.
I can see a linebacker. I can see, and I would think the only room that you probably don't have to touch, would probably, even with the loss of Tajay McCoy, I don't think you have to lose. You don't have to add anything to the D-line room. Like, it is serious over there. But maybe one there. In the offensive line, I think you can see maybe two, possibly a running back, maybe another wide receiver. Like, and we talked about this already on the morning run, and Chico brought it back up the other day, where I talked about Colorado was top graded, not upgraded. Upgrading is when you start at the bottom and you try to figure out, do you have enough players to play in the conference? You're upgrading. You're just trying to upgrade the roster, and you start from the bottom. Top grading is when you start from the top and then you go down. Do we have competition for our best guys? You got to think about it. Colorado told you how they were playing when after they signed Juju, they still brought in Caden Salter. If they do that with the highest rated quarterback signed in history of Colorado, if they do that with the quarterback position, what do you think they're going to do at every other position? They want top flight competition at every position.
And that's of the world for you. You said top flight. That's of the world.
Of the world. And competition breeds championships. So if that's your goal, then why wouldn't you want to have top tier competition at the top of your roster? Not just the bottom, not the threes and the fours battling. Yeah, we brought in some more threes and some fours. No, you got to bring in. So if you want to go beat the Ohio States of the world, if you want to beat Georgia, if you want to beat these teams, because Big 12 championship is the goal, but the goal is to win a national championship, and that's what the trajectory that Colorado was on. You gotta have competition at the one spots, and you gotta make people feel like if you slip today, there's a guy just as good that could come do your job. So you need to bring it every day, and that's what Coach Prime and the Buffaloes are doing. And shout out to the recruiting staff, because you're gonna see them get busy all week.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's examine this, man. A trip to the Big 12 was gift wrapped to us last year. We won 9 games and still had the opportunity to go to the Big 12 championship and squandered that. And when you look at the games we squandered, the games we lost in the trenches. We lost by getting just out physical. You know, that's why Coach made changes in the strength and conditioning program. That's why he made changes with the coaching staff the way he has, because you know we got out physical and we couldn't run the ball. And those were 2 significant changes he made in the offseason, no matter where your chips may lie on either side of that ledger. And when I look at the path going forward, it's the same thing this year. Like, you look what BYU was able to do to us in the bowl game, all right? We have to assume we have to go back through that kind of gauntlet again to get there. And we have to assume, because we did 9 wins, that 9 wins ain't enough.
Mm-hmm.
And so if 9 wins ain't enough, and getting bully ball don't get it done for us, and that was with the Travis Shador, dog, we got to be able to run the ball so we can control the clock, and we have to be able to stop the run, which is depth at D-line. Those answers come from the portal. We got our quarterbacks, whichever one of them is going to be. We got our quarterbacks. Got a nice receiver room, just waiting on a guy to emerge. Got great receivers, but just waiting on that dog, that one that's going to say, okay, it's my room. And that'll happen come August. So I like where this team is at, Dukes, and I just think these next 10 business days are really going to solidify and verify the true shot we have at going to the Big 12 championship and winning it. So I absolutely believe the portal has an exceptionally high ranking in that regard.
For sure. All right, it's on you.
Yeah, let's flip a little basketball real quick.
All right.
I hate to do that. I hate to do that to you, Deuce, because I know the Hawks wasn't faring too well. 120-95 on their play-in game.
Yeah,
right now.
That game probably got the lowest ratings in the history of Atlanta. Anybody watch that game?
Yeah, that's where I'm about to go with you. Right now, Golden State in the play-in is up 67-55 over Memphis. Shout out to Memphis. You know, man, the NBA has been struggling, making a lot of changes on trying to, get more eyeballs. Has the play-in mattered? You tell me, Deuce, has the play-in helped save or elevate the playoff process, or has it hurt it? You tell me.
No, and no. like when you have when you already didn't have any, like I think maybe in the history of the game, at the most you had 2 8 seeds defeat a 1. All I remember is I think Denver beat the Supersonics. I remember that one, and I don't know if it's ever happened again. So why would you want to create more parity to say what you want to get the super best 8 seed? Like you could have left it at 8. It wouldn't hurt nobody. Matter of fact, you could have figured out. I wouldn't even mind if you would have taken it to 6 and gave the first and gave a bye to the first round team. Like, like that could have. I mean, it all it did was try to elongate playoff basketball because that's what people want to watch, and we know that people a lot. How many times have you heard people say, "I don't watch the NBA until the playoffs"? So the NBA, which is basically starting to kind of go down that same route that baseball did in America, whereas they started to do too much to the game because they saw their grip slipping away instead of reinforcing on the things that made the game popular, which was enforcing defensive rules, which was making sure that, you were able to follow along with guys, making sure that you were able to build some continuity with the teams. I mean, people that get turned off because of the jerseys, because right now, traditionally, you don't know. You could watch a game tonight, and from the jerseys, you wouldn't know who was who. So there's a lot of things that they've tried to change in order to make the game better. I mean, and it's just not working. So I just think that I don't think that the play in has helped the NBA at all. I think it's had probably the same amount of impact as what's it called, the Commissioner's Cup or whatever they do in December.
Yeah.
The in-season playoffs.
In-season tournament, yeah.
Yeah, the in-season tournament, they've had about the same impact on the game. And if you could go back to 1 through 8, and I wouldn't be sad at all. You tell me what you think, huh?
First of all, I got to you tell me to my man, White Dennis with the dog. That's what I call him, White Dennis with the dog. Yes, Dennis. I'm proud to admit, because that means I've been living long. I do remember when the NBA wasn't live, including playoff games that you watched on tape delay. I'm old and gray enough to remember that, Dennis. The NBA has certainly come a long way. I'm gonna slightly disagree, but I want to agree with you because I really can't stand or understand that playoff, that in-season tournament shit. You look down, there's a crazy court somewhere in Las Vegas. I don't get it. But I'm gonna tell you why I like to play in. And you're exactly right. It's done for TV. It's done for revenue. It's done for eyeballs. I get all that. I get all that. There's nothing in basketball like one and done, though, man. I don't care if you're on the playground and you're going to 10 and both jokers sitting there at 9 and you looking on the sideline. There's 5 other teams waiting, so you know if you lose, it's gonna be you ain't playing again today. It's what March Madness is built off of. That all I gotta do is be better than you this one time. Like I don't have to be better than you. Like I like you look at the game that took place early with the Hawks. I'm not finna sit here and say that the Orlando Magic is that much better than the healthy Hawks. You just called them on the right night, And so I think that the play-in does add that kind of mystique. I would love. I'm a numbers guy. I told you and Big Dog Chico before I stopped making emotional decisions about 4 years ago. Show me the data. Show me the numbers.
Show me the numbers.
Yeah, show me the numbers. My heart feels like it's making a difference, but show me the numbers. If it ain't make no difference, the hell with it. I do not like the in-season tournament. I don't think that adds any value, especially with being a trophy. Man, ain't no championship. Who cares? I do not like the changes that were made to All-Star Weekend, which they're already about to change again because they acknowledged that didn't work. But this play-in format, I'm kind of feeling it. Like I'm kind of feeling it. But if you gave me a choice, Dukes, between play-in or just cutting it down and giving the highest seed a bye, I'm with that too.
Right.
Because I think if you have worked your ass off for 82 games and you the top of your conference, you deserve more rest than somebody else. You earned it. And I also think it's a way to make the All-Star Weekend work like they do in baseball. Win a host. Forget your season. Like if you go to Major League Baseball All-Star Weekend, whoever come out of that's who hosting during the World Series. Make it matter. And I'm believing that the play-in, it kind of makes it matter, dude. Like because you You got tonight, and one night on let Jeezy. Like you got tonight. And if you don't do it tonight, take your ass home.
Yeah. I mean, I would say that's probably the most exciting portion of the whole play-in tournament is you got to win that first one to try to, even get to the next level of the play-in.
So Maya is saying, appreciate your chat, Maya. Maya is saying the first round should be one and done. Like, forget best of 4, best of 7. Where the first round should be just one and done. Y'all got some good comments. Keep the comments coming. Love when the chat is engaged. Hey, speaking of a comment, Deuce, can I go back to the Shador Travis conversation about the jerseys retired?
Yeah, for sure.
I saw an interesting comment pop up. And the brother ended it with, I understand your positions. Because what I want to touch on is we get so damn caught up in agreeing or disagreeing that we forget the conversation is about understanding. I don't have to agree with a damn thing Deuce is saying, but as long as I understand where he's coming from, it ain't no strife and no beef. Like he's coming from his experience. He's coming from the way he was raised. Brian Johnson, there it is. Appreciate Chico. Brian Johnson says retiring their numbers is way too premature. I appreciate you using the right too, T-double-O. Is way too premature, and they haven't even been drafted. There are other players that preceded them that did great things. Neely and Dukes, I understand your positions. I loved when you said I understand our positions, but now I got to go back and look at yours. Being drafted, it has nothing to do with what you accomplished in college. You're getting your jersey retired because of what you did in college. Drafted something later, and to these other players that preceded them that did great things, we're going to punish them because they got done wrong. And then to that, I would say name them. Who are these guys that somehow did more than Travis and Shador for the program in a year, and they didn't get recognized? Let's write a list down. I ain't seen that list. But I do appreciate your understanding where we're coming from. That was my point of going back to it. So you tell me, Dukes, what's more important, agreeing or understanding?
Man, I tell you what, they say you got one mouth and 2 ears for a reason. So at the end of the day, like if you can hear somebody out, then I think that's more of a gift than what you can say to give to somebody else. By being able to receive what somebody is saying instead of just listening, so you could get to give a response, so you can get that argumentative point out. So no, I think understanding is way more important than being able to get your point across, because I mean God did it like this for a reason. How many ears we got? He could have just left us one. He could have put an ear right in the middle of our forehead, and we would have thought he could have put one ear right here, opposite.
Yeah.
We could have put one ear right in the middle of our forehead. We wouldn't have known the difference. So I think it's really important for us to listen twice as much as we talk.
And I like that Jaden POV, Jaden point of view. Did nobody care about nobody else's jersey getting retired until it was 2 and 12? Whatever microphone I just dropped right there.
Yeah, man.
Sabrina Blankenship, she says, understand. I agree with that. I think it's on you, big dog.
Yeah. You tell me, if you had to start a team of all-time Colorado greats, who would I would say this, let's go 5 players to start your all-time Colorado team with. Who would you grab?
Well, two out of the 5 we just discussed. As much as I love my man Cordell Stewart / that's my guy. I'm going to Shador Sanders at quarterback.
Okay.
I'm going to Travis at one of the receivers. I'm going to take Michael Westbrook at the other side. And I'm going to get, so that's 3, right?
Yeah.
Give me Deion Figures, who were number 2 like Coach Prime did. I coin toss between Deion Figures and Chris Hudson in my secondary. And, man, I forget the brother's name, but he won the Mackey Award, tight end. Played for the Patriots. Chico might find his name. Brother played for the Patriots and won the Mackey Award.
Daniel Graham.
Graham with the beard. Give me Shador, Travis, Westbrook. I'm gonna go with Hudson since he's up there in Memphis now, and Graham. Give me them 5.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I hear you. I want to do Salam and running back, but I went personal.
You know what?
You tell me, Dukes.
I'm not gonna take we'll do it like a draft. So you took your first 5, and I can't touch that 5.
Okay, go ahead. I like that.
All right, so I'm gonna take Slash at quarterback. I'll go Salam at running back. What's my man name that went to ended up going to Fred? He was coaching there. Then he was like had off the field role. The other one. He broke a lot of records. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you his name.
Darian Hagan.
Darian Hagan, good man, good pull, Chico. Give me Hagan. Give me
What
D.
are you gonna play Hagan at? You already got Slash.
Yeah,
Hagan was the quarterback. I thought he was the tail. Dang, you're right. Okay.
I'm trying to. I shouldn't have said that. So my 5 would beat your 5. But go ahead.
Nah, you know what? Because Slash could have played anywhere. He my all-purpose guy.
I got you.
No. I'm gonna go Slash. I'm gonna go Salam. I'm gonna go Salam be enemy. Two back system. Then give me. You know what? Somebody got a block for him. Give me Andre Gerard.
I like that.
And to top it all off, let's go with. I seen somebody in the chat. Man, Chenault was a bad dude. Laviska Chenault. He was a bad dude. You can play him anywhere. He was a bad dude. Yeah, so that would be. I think we both went all offense.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this. Well, no, I got Hudson on defense.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah, I got Hudson on defense. Here's why your team that you named is probably gonna win. Y'all gonna be able to control the clock. I'm a score though. I'm a score. Like I got 2 receivers out there. I got Westbrook and Hunter now. I got 2 receivers. We finna score fast.
Yeah,
y'all can definitely control the clock with Bieniemy and Salam though.
Man, what a backfield would that have been, right? Man,
it's been one happy but mad quarterback because he ain't throwing the ball ever.
Man,
unless it's a little screen.
Man, what if I would have brought in what's my man name? Johnson. Used to coach at Georgia Tech. Paul Johnson. What if I would have brought in Paul Johnson? Ran triple option with Cordell Stewart, Rashawn Salam, Eric Bieniemy, and then tailback Philip Lindsay.
Man, I'm telling my D line, just tackle the first one you get to.
Hey man, don't even worry about it. Sort them out later.
You're not gonna be able to read that, man. You're not gonna know who's gonna get that ball.
No, that's crazy.
Closest man to you, knock their ass out.
I'll tell you. Yeah, I used to hate that triple option too, man. Even in that wishbone, man, please, man, all day long, man.
The Tommy Brady action.
Ooh, I'm glad you said that. Don't worry about it. We're gonna dig into the history books in a minute. It's on you, Unc.
All right, man. Last night, I'm a big fan of women's basketball. I love women's basketball. I love women, but man, the WNBA draft just went right by me, man. You tell me, did anybody watch? Does anybody care?
Man, the people care. And I got another you tell me. So Paige went to Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
They already got Enrique. So I'm gonna piggyback on yours. Who would you put at the point? Would you let Paige bring the ball up and move Enrique to the 2, almost like a female Allen Iverson when he had Eric Snow? Or would you let Enrique continue to have the ball in her hands and create and move and slide Paige to the 2?
I would let her keep it in her hands with the instruction, get the damn ball to Paige. Like somewhere between timeline and timeline, you need to be giving the ball to Paige.
Mm-hmm. You go there.
Yeah. Because we gotta get asses in seats. We gotta sell hot dogs. We gotta sell merchandise. And we got people tuning in on TV. So get the ball to Paige, man. Get the ball to Paige, then everybody spread out.
Man, I saw I had to go watch Malonga, man. Hey, man, that girl dropped step dunking, dog.
Oh, yeah, let me tell y'all this. And it ain't got to be a you tell me, because it could be a fill in the blank at some point. Next WNBA season, for the first time in WNBA history, somebody getting dunked on.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Dominique is going to dunk on somebody next year. Period.
Right. Mm-hmm. And go for that.
Yeah, it's going to happen. So who gonna be that first person in history? Be like, damn. I bet it's Chico. Chico will find a way to get dunked on.
You tell me, is there a team crazy enough to try to call Travis Hunter's bluff where he said, I don't want to play football if I can't play on both sides of the ball?
You know,
you tell me, is there a team crazy enough to try to only make him play one side of the ball?
So let me answer that question with this first. That was going to be my you tell me to you. I had the same thing. Hunter says, F it if I can't play both ways. Let me tell you why my answer to your brilliant question is yes. Man, if you go to my Cash App, Dukes, and you go in my wallet, I might got $1,000. You can't tell me shit. If I had $1 billion, I know you wouldn't be to tell me nothing. So my answer to that is, yeah, somebody try it because they big boys, they big owners, they billionaires, and they want what they want. And sometimes getting what they want means proving you know, to put you in your place, so to speak. But I would say this: you do it at your own peril. So because here's the situation, and I'm putting the asterisk by it because he's still going to be a rookie.
Right.
But you're looking at wherever Travis Hunter goes, without debate, he is the number 1 or number 2 receiver on that team. You look at wherever Travis Hunter goes, without debate, he is the number 1 or number 2 cornerback on that team.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter what ball is at play, why would I have my first or second best player not in the game? Other than my own arrogance and getting in my own way. Football is predicated upon, winning football is predicated upon having your best 11 players on the field at the same time. And you're hoping your 11 is better than their 11. Well, this dude is clearly number 1 and 2 at what he does no matter where he goes. And you just going to let him be on the bench because you want to be right? Shit. I ain't never want to be that right. You tell me.
Yeah, man. You know, sometimes people get drunk on their own power and they want to say stuff. And I feel like he had to let it be known because he understands that. And I'll say whether it's a owner or a coach crazy enough to say that to him, crazy enough to ignore his talents, I'm glad that Trav stood on business and let it be known, like, this is what I'm coming to do. Why wouldn't I do this when this is what I've done my whole life? And Andrew Berry had the best quote when he said that, how can I see a cornerback getting torched and I got a cornerback that can go out here and contain that guy who just got finished playing offense, and that's the only reason he's not on the field? That was genius to me. It makes sense.
I didn't hear that quote, but that's my point. I totally agree with that. Now, if I got a guy out there and he doing his thing, cool. Travis, get some rest. But why would I let somebody get their ass kicked and I got the answer standing next to me?
Right. Can't go there. Just got through playing offense. Can't do that. Unwritten rule. Just can't. That's crazy.
I wouldn't do it. I'm putting in the game every opportunity. Let me tell y'all this, and y'all can get mad at Neely and disagree and cuss him out in the chat all you want to. There's no doubt NFL is a stronger game, a more physical game. The NFL is also a slower game. Man, when you factor in the clock, the huddle, the TV timeouts, Travis Hunter goes in college and goes multiple plays in a row and switches sides without a damn 2-minute real-time break. Hell, it's probably 5 to 7 minutes in break time in NFL. I mean, you watch an NFL game and it's on TV like 2.5 hours, but the actual game is like 30 minutes. You know how much rest you giving that dude? Man, the NFL is so damn slow, man. Travis can easily play both ways. He won't even lose his breath between transitions.
Right. I can go for that. I can't go for that.
I don't think people appreciate that part of it. Like,
No.
He'll play 8 plays on offense in Colorado, and by the time he goes out there for defense in real time, maybe 3 minutes have gone by. Man, you know how many damn commercials you don't watch in the NFL?
Right.
And they huddle?
Man.
And based on his position on either side of the ball, he ain't even going to the huddle.
Right. He don't even have to go.
He ain't even wasting energy running back and forth to the huddle. He's like, so from a cardiovascular standpoint, there's no doubt in my mind Travis Hunter can play both ways in the NFL. And from a competition standpoint, as you articulated, Dukes, if you got a guy getting killed on either side and got him standing next to you, you're a damn fool.
Right. Yeah, I can see that.
You a damn fool. Chat, what y'all got? This is You Tell Me live on Tuesday nights with Uncle Neely, yours truly, and then Philip Dukes the Scoop. Look at that damn producer in the background back there, boy. Woo!
Man, Chico, you going crazy today, bud.
Coming with the facts and figures. I was just sitting here percolating, just to pontificate. He done came with the knowledge, and what it does, it matches what I said. College 70 to 80 plays. NFL 60 to 65. Come on, dog. That man ain't even breathing hard.
Right. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, you're right.
That man
NFL teams often run slower, more deliberate offenses, allowing for shifts, autos, and complex adjustments.
Hold on a second. Stop the presses. Just a little while ago, Golden State was up 20-something. Golden State 82, Memphis 80. Man, you tell me, what will it mean to Golden State if they get bounced in the play-in?
Blow it up.
You just brought in Jimmy Bucket. You gonna blow it up?
Man, blow it up, man. I mean, you got to get one more season, but man, every time that you see an all-time great like Steph Curry take an early exit, you start to worry. You get a little bit concerned of how much longer can he withstand the beating of an NBA season at his age. LeBron James, we know, is something that we've never seen before. I don't know, like what's the word that's bigger than generational? I don't know. I don't think I go life. I don't know.
Yeah, I go. My 2 words is either once in a lifetime or it's generational.
Right. Yeah. I would say the same thing. With this guy,
legendary.
Legendary. I mean, it's hard to put into perspective what LeBron is doing. So when you think about what Steph Curry, every time he takes an early exit, you got to think, how much more do we get to see the greatest shooter of all time? And I think that starts to wear on you a little bit. You say, well, if he can't get it done here, can we get him an opportunity in his twilight years for him still to go play championship basketball? So I think that's only fair to Steph for what he's done. He got, 4 rings? 4 rings in Golden State? I mean, you want to see him get 5.
We got Keisha in Love, who's a Golden State fan. She says, if we lose, you will not see me here for months. So we will be winning tonight. Then you got Yvette Porter straight out the dirty dime, North, Memphis, Tennessee. Yvette Porter says, if the Grizz beat Golden State, the city will go nuts. Well, they done came down from 15 to cut it to 2. 1 quarter left to play. Josh said,
man, he gonna have every gun, imaginary weapon in the world. They do that.
Warren Lowndes, you tell me, will we need to get a green .lb from the portal? Warren, you would hope that whoever you get from the portal is capable of that. But don't sleep on Big Reggie that we already got number 50 with the green dot right now. Love what he's doing out there. Love what he's being coached up and coached under Andre Hart and his communication with Hilo and defense coordinator Rob Livingston as well. So we got a damn good green dot right there. But I love recruiting for competition. Come in and take that dot if you can. But it's going to be hard to take it from Big Reggie. Great question.
I think it's on you, huh?
Man, I ain't got nothing.
All right.
I ain't got nothing. I'm chilling.
You tell me, what would it take for you to start watching baseball again?
Oh, it already happens. I watch baseball, but I do it just like you said with basketball. The season too damn long, and there's too many games that don't matter. I don't start watching baseball until it's truly summertime. Like, when we get to July, like I'm one of the biggest baseball fans, you know. But there's no way I'm watching baseball in February all the way to September. Ain't happening.
Right.
Ain't happening. Too many games, too many meaningless games. Season is way too long. I can't do it. You tell me, Dukes.
Man, I'm gonna go back to back on you. Tell me on this one. But the first one I'm gonna say, I think we did. And for me to watch the game, you gotta. I want to see more African American representation. Me personally, I want to see baseball come back and get some of these guys who aren't making rosters in the NFL and who are going overseas to play basketball. And these guys may have been baseball players, but we haven't put the resources to make the game available in some of these areas where these guys are going to play basketball or football, and because the game isn't as readily available at that high level. In Atlanta, if you're one of those guys, you got to go play AAU ball in East Cobb County. It's not a whole. Marquise Grissom has done a great job through his program with bringing more innocent. Yep, Grissom, straight out of Red Oak, Georgia, right there at College Park. If he had a more of a head start, we may not have gotten this bad. But right now, you got your next star center fielder playing basketball in Europe because he couldn't make the NBA. You've got your next great pitcher, the fourth string quarterback on the Birmingham Stallions. Like you got guys who have pro potential that aren't playing it because they haven't been exposed to it. And I just think that if MLB could figure out a way to make baseball connect with our community like it used to,
yeah,
I think you'll see a resurgence in baseball.
Let me tell you this from a 53-year-old about to be 54. Shout out to my neighborhood coach, who was also a principal at Jackson Public Schools, Coach Casher. When he would come home and it'd be on weekends, man, he'd throw baseball equipment in the trunk. He'd load it with many as he can and make 2 trips to Battlefield Park, and he taught us how to play baseball. And we would play some team from another neighborhood, whether we had uniforms or not. And let me tell you this, it was absolutely damn free. And baseball now for little kids is so damn expensive with this travel ball and these hustlers. Like you literally get priced out of the market geographically, depending on where you're from. You can't afford to participate in the sport. It's like golf. Like golf has a financial entry barrier to most people.
Right.
And then when you look at the baseball end of it, and I'm not discounting what Major League Baseball is. I'm talking about how most people convince themselves when I'm doing all this to go to college. College baseball doesn't even have 100% scholarships.
They don't.
Like, you don't get football. You get a full football scholarship, everything covered. Baseball, man, you what 20%? Like it's not a revenue generating sport, so it's not like that. So you still end up paying all this money growing up from 8 to 18, go to college, still have to pay to hopes that you go to Major League. Man, it's just not something that our people can afford like we used to when it was cheaper to get in the game.
Right. No, I agree. And the second part of my question is, so growing up, I watched a ton of the regular season Braves because if anybody from Atlanta knows that TBS was free. So you got to watch WCW and NWA wrestling, and you got to watch the Braves as many times. Ted Turner loved the Braves. So he made sure they was on the Superstation.
Yeah.
All right. So before cable, and I don't care what kind of show it was, what was your must-see TV growing up when you didn't have cable?
So you have to understand that has to be cut in 2 categories. One that's going to be after school TV, and then weekend TV. Weekend TV, Saturday mornings had, of course, the better cartoons because sometimes you get home without cable after school, the story's still on, the soap opera's still on.
Mm-hmm.
But Dukes, let me take a quick exit off the road real quick and let you know how I became the biggest New York Yankees fan. Let you know.
Go ahead.
When I would get home from school and we finally did have cable, we didn't have none but WTBS and WGN.
Mm-hmm.
And so my mouth is ready for Transformers, Spectre Man, G.I. Joe, you name it. And damn Braves playing and the Cubs playing, and y'all done took my damn after school cartoons off.
Oh yeah,
man. I grew up hating the Braves and Cubs because of that.
man.
The same reason with the Saints. Like growing up in Mississippi, we don't have a team. We used to get regional coverage on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see my beloved Dallas Cowboys. Y'all making me watch the Saints.
Man,
Saints ain't won the damn game.
right.
You used to hate the Saints because of that. Oh man, don't force that shit on me. But yeah, man, it wasn't nothing like no damn He-Man, Transformers, G.I. Joe. Wasn't nothing like it.
Yeah.
But Saturday mornings, before Mid-South Wrestling and Kung Fu Theater came on.
Ooh, Mid-South Wrestling.
Oh man. Mid-South saved my life, man. I love Mid-South Wrestling.
Hey, did y'all get Smoky Mountain Wrestling?
We did.
Jerry King Lawler.
Yep. Let that strap down on their ass.
Man, what you talking about, man? The Timu Ric Flair his day.
Timu Ric Flair.
Timu Ric Flair, man.
Oh, I love it, the Timu Ric Flair. We got a Timu sound, man. Oh, Thundercats was good too. Who said that? Moon something? I missed it, Chico.
Maya.
3L Moon or something. Somebody, I don't. Oh, Maya. Maya Thundercats, yeah. Yeah, Thundercats.
Oh, Lionel, for sure. No, that they call that man Lionel. No, that man name was Lionel. Like Lionel Rich. Lionel.
And I love how you could tell Panthro was the black one.
Always. You feel me?
Hey, but why they be drawing the female cartoons like that? Like they had Cheetah fine, man. Like you ain't got to draw it like that. But I'm gonna tell you who a real fine cartoon. G.I. Joe, the Baroness. She used to be with Destro, the brother.
Man, I gotta look her up. Chico, can you find that?
Chico, pull up the Baroness from G.I. Joe.
Man.
Had that black hat, them glasses, that sexy librarian looking, them tight leather pants.
Hey man. Hey, you been down through that road a long time,
Long time, man. Wasn't nothing like the Baroness. Louisiana Glenn say, I'm just a bill on Capitol Hill. Schoolhouse Rock, baby.
Schoolhouse Rock. Man, that's how they taught you, man. Golly.
Yeah, they ain't a good one, Chico, but that's a modern one.
Hey, boy, that look like, man, you know who that, man, that look like that lady who used to play Sarah Palin on Saturday Night Live. That's what it looked like.
Keisha Love says Muppet Baby Smurfs, He-Man, and the Care Bear. Keisha Love, like we were black group chat, that was a damn Care Bears.
Man, I don't think I ever saw Care Bears.
If I did, it was because the remote was across the room, I couldn't get to it.
Yeah, man, I think I'd tell you what I used to like, man, on the low. I don't know why, but man, I used to like Fraggle Rock. I don't know if y'all remember Fraggle Rock.
I used to want to be Uncle Traveling Matt. Uncle Traveling Matt ain't never stayed at the crib.
Man, I used to like Fraggle Rock, man. That Fraggle Rock was hard.
All right, man. End of the third. Golden State 94, Memphis 91. I guess we'll discuss it on the morning run tomorrow, who wins that one. Because we're at the top of the hour, 59 minutes into You Tell Me. Appreciate the chat, man, for being so engaging tonight and always rocking with us. So don't forget the morning run will be tomorrow. We got some more hot topics, have some special guests drop by. We got Big Dog Chico producing in the background. We got the sound man in the background. Appreciate him. Dukes the Scoop, as we always do when we get this point in the show. Take us out of here with some positivity, brother.
Man, this is a little bit of game, especially in the world of the transfer portal. That's come to me. A bird in the hand is worth more than two in the bushes. Reason being, sometimes we go chasing things that may not even be there. and make a mistake and lose what we already have. And that can apply to any part of your life.
DLC said, don't go chasing waterfalls. We appreciate that positive word. We're at the hour mark. We will catch y'all tomorrow on the morning run and all week long on Pregame Network. Make sure you go subscribe to Duke to Scoop channel because these guys special live content covering Auburn, covering Georgia, covering Colorado. Be sure to subscribe to Big Dog Chico channel for the same thing because Prime Parents and all that is coming back. We're coming to you right now live from the Pregame Network. It's your man, Uncle Neely. It's your boy, Duke to Scoop. We out.
You tell me. You tell me. You tell me. Live. You tell me. Live. You tell me. Live. You tell me.